What's going on, everybody? Stock Jock here. Up $12,484 in the first hour trading. Finished the day up $13,767. So fantastic day. I actually only traded the first hour of the day, and then like the final 45 minutes. I had a wonderful massage today. It was glorious. So way overdue. My back felt like I don't know. It was terrible, but now it's wonderful. So anyway, before I get into the trades, if you don't mind, subscribe to the channel and hit that thumbs up button. It helps the algos out there recognize, hey, people should watch this video. If you don't hit that thumbs button, okay. Let's get into the trades. All right, so a couple things here first. I did a swing trade on GME. I sold GME out of the open this morning. It gapped up. I took advantage of that, sold it. You kind of see it. That's pretty much what a lot of people did here. Just sold off. Had a delayed open, so it actually opened a minute late. That's why I can kind of see the volume here. It didn't do anything, and then the volume came in. So anyway, sold off, and I just used that opportunity to sell my calls as well. I had the 250 calls. They gapped up. I had 5 of them. I sold. I made about $3,500 or so. You'll see that when I start this next clip that I have $3,500. That's how. So GME yesterday did this similar move where it sold off and then went red to green and ripped higher. If I remember correctly, let's just make sure that's correct. Okay, yep. So sold off hard, red to green, shot up. Okay. So I was kind of looking for that similar move today. See if that sell-off is just kind of a light sell-off. Let me get back over here. Where the heck are we? Jeez. Okay, here we are. And then the red to green. And what I was kind of looking for was just a high day break. Kind of like an opening range breakout. It's not something I typically play. But I used this opportunity to play KOSS as a sympathy. So GME and KOSS, they move together. They're not related in any way. They're not, there's no partnership, no nothing, but they tend to move together. It's part of the GameStop, the meme stock, whatever. That's why KOSS moves with it. So when I saw GME go high a day here, I didn't even look at KOSS. I didn't have up any charts. You'll see me, I put my order entry in down here with it. I put in KOSS, and I bought 2,000 shares, right? You'll see when I go live. 1862, 2,000 shares. GME pops up, and on this candle, it kind of runs in the Bollinger Band and kind of starts selling off. So I sell when I see the little bit of a sell-off, just taking quick, easy profit out 1878, 1879. Went long KOSS with that red to green there. Oh, that's that red to green. So the next trade I'm going to go over is on Riot, but before that, I'm not going to go over these Riot calls. I took these Riot calls thinking that Riot was going to go moving up today with Bitcoin moving up, and it did. I ended up selling. The idea was to take a swing trade on it, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to be away from my computer. I don't need to swing trade it, and I sold it later on for about a $900 winner. I'm not going to go over that. And I'm also not going to go over this SOS trade. This one, I completely interpreted the news wrong. It was a very small loss. It was in and out. I was like, oh, whoa, that's bad news. And then I got out. So the next trade I'm going to do is Riot. Riot this is a 1 minute play. That's the one I call the 1 minute play, right? Let's go 9:39 a.m. That is right here. So Riot, you got high day break here, right? Breakout, pullback, candle over candle. That's what I'm looking for. So here's our pullback candle. Candle over candle entry is right here at 46.58. I get filled at 46.59 and 46.64. The goal is to see a high of the run immediately, which is 46.74. It doesn't get there immediately. Well, actually it does. I got in, I guess, at the end of this candle. So on this candlestick, it did pop up, but it came right back down hard. So when I see that, it's kind of like, okay, I need to get out. You got to be gentle with it. You got to get out. And it did a couple of these moves up and down, up and down. Finally, we're able to exit 46.79, 46.86 for a nice little win. Yep, that's right. Goes 1 minute 62. Oh, got it. And then it came right back down. $80. So I'm at 79. There you go. Get up there. Get on up. So this next trade is on GME, and I actually traded the stock this time. I don't typically like to do that with GME, but the spreads have been so hard to trade recently, I gave the stock a go. So what I had here is you had high day set up right here. This is the area I'm looking at. And right before high day, you had this pop, you had this pullback, and this candle over candle setup. And I took this one, or I had an order ready, I should say, to go live if 28.60 broke. I got filled at 28.68 is where I got filled. For what I'm looking for is this is a pop pullback candle over candle entry that can lead me to a high day break, and then a break over that level is where I'm trying to sell. It's a little 1 minute play to lead me to a high. It's just dominoes, right? Every time you break these dominoes, you have the potential of breaking another one, you know. And every time you do that, it gets a little bit more velocity. So it all worked out. I sold in 500 share lots. Only took 1,000 shares. I say only. I know it's $228,000, but it was a good trade. The first exit was at 230.38 for 500 shares, and the second exit was 230.11 for 500 shares. Really nice win. 228. So. Got filled. Okay. Okay. So the next trade is on Riot. Riot, this one was just a nice little 1 minute play. I believe it's right here. Yep. So Riot made this move, made a new high a day up here. You had a pullback candle and then candle over candle entry right there. I got filled, looking for high of the run. This turned into more of a grinder. Normally, I'm looking for an immediate pop up to the high of the run, and it should have done that, and it didn't. So when that doesn't happen, it's like warning signs. So I start taking my money off the table when it doesn't go immediately. So it starts grinding up. I got filled at 28 or 48.23. I sell half at 48.41. It breaks the 50-cent level, which is kind of where I was looking for it to go and break. It broke it by 5 cents and broke it and came right back down. When I finally break the level I was looking for and it doesn't go anywhere else, I'm out. Sold the rest at 48.30 for a little bit of a win. So still on the green streak. And right after that, back to back was Mara. Mara was the same thing. Mara was just a little 1 minute play right in here. It didn't go immediately. Like I got in and it was trying to break this 34.80 level. Couldn't do it. I got in at 34.73 and just couldn't do it. I sold, got out for a loss of 34.58 and 34.60. And as soon as I got out, it finally moved. So, oh well. Pretty, yeah. 24. Oh, is this going to be the one that doesn't work? 9, 32, 47, sell a half. Can we get 50? It doesn't look like it's going to be easy. Yeah. Oh, we already got it. All right, so out the rest. Nice little 1 minute plays here, over and over again. And I flip between Mar and Right. Look, this one hasn't gone yet. 34.80. Take it. Oh, now it's candle over candle. Make sure I'm right here. Okay, so 34.80. That's the level. 75. 6. 79. Come on. Seller there. All right, I'm out. Should have broken it. Couldn't do it. If it gets back up there, I'll take it again. What is it? 34.80. So apparently I did play this next play on Mara. I finally did get the 1 minute candle over candle. I did play this again. I got in right as it broke the high of the run, took my profit on the way up, in at 34.82, out 34.89 and 34.88. I got filled. 2. Not really ripping. Come on, get over 87. There you go. 89. 88. So this one was a couple of trades on Tesla. Tesla had kind of this level that this kind of flat top that it made here, and it looked like it was going to break it on this candlestick right here. You know, it got this kind of an area, candle over candle. You know, I liked everything about it. The 9 EMA and the 21 is starting to squeeze this area, creating kind of a, you know, price compression, and it's going to expand out of this area. I thought it was going to break. I got in and out real quick, which turned into a nice loss. Now that I look back on it, it was like an $1,800 loss. The first go, I got in right here. It didn't do anything, came back down. I was like, nope, getting out. Then on the next candle, finally got the break, and I got back in at 18.18. It moved up. I exited at 18.84 and 18.36. So overall, a loser, but got some of it back. Nope. So 780. APDN headline for COVID-19 stuff. High is 812. So this next trade I'm going to go over is on EYES. EYES has been really strong back-to-back days here. It just keeps gapping up, and it usually has at least one pop in the morning. So I was kind of looking for that. I thought maybe, you know, as we're making this downtrend here, I thought maybe the break of this area would set it off. So I had kind of 2 order entries in, I believe. I think I had one here and one here. Let me see where I had it. Okay, they're at the same place. So the break of this 1752 area. So we got the break through that level, and it kind of didn't do anything. And I sold. So I got filled at 1760 and 1759. So as soon as we broke this level, I thought I was profitable, and I sold, and it came right back down. So it took a 5-cent loss on the first lot. The second loss kind of was just grinding away. And again, I'm not trying to play grinding stocks. I want to freaking play breakouts and stuff like that, fast movers. So when I see this and it's kind of just grinding up here, you'll see when I run it live. I start exiting, take my profit. I've gotten the breakout I was looking for, and it's not really moving fast. I'm going to get out. I start scaling out 1780, 1780. Terms are starting to pump this UIES. Got filled. Ooh, man, the exit was horrible. $50, $55, $60. Yeah, what am I in at? 60? Jeez. Hmm. 67. It's setting up a 1 minute. All right, so this next trade is on Tesla. This is where I sold those riot calls from earlier on today, so I did make money off of that. But this is Tesla here, and this is kind of where I had a nice little play. Let's see, what time was it? 10:12. Okay, right in here. So here's high day on Tesla. Let's get rid of that. So what I saw was a couple things. You got high day. You had a failed candle over candle, making another ceiling, another peak. A lower high, a lower low, and then I saw this higher low set in, and I was like, okay, maybe we're reversing this little mini downtrend, and we're going to go back to pushing the high days. And when that happens, when that happens, if you start breaking these previous peaks, you should get acceleration through each one of them that could lead you to the next one. Since they're so close together, it could be a nice little pop. So I had an order ready to go. Once I saw this level break, I went long. I took calls, took 20 of them, took the 620s at 1980, got a nice pop here, got a nice pop through there, hit the top of the Bollinger Band, and that's where I sold. Just market orders on these, no real science to it, just know that I should be up, and I certainly was, at 2077 and 2115 for a nice win. Break this 24. Yeah, there you go, Tesla. There you go, you madman. Boom. So the next play is kind of like an ABCD on the 5-minute chart. And if I explain it here, it'll be easier for you to see. So we had this high day here, you got the pullback, you got the candle over candle that failed. When I say fail, I mean it didn't get to the high of the run. So candle over candle, fail, retest of some support, and then it broke, right? And when it broke high day as well. So you translate that over here to the 1-minute chart and you kind of see it all together. Price consolidating here. You had a little bit of a downward peak, downward peak, downward peak, and the peak right there. And I said, okay, if this is going to reverse, you know, you're not making a lower low anymore. You made a lower low, higher low. Maybe if we start breaking these, we're going to go high a day, break all that stuff, break all these levels, go high a day, and sure enough, that's exactly what happened. So I went long in stages here. I went long when I saw this candle over candle, or this horizontal break. I got filled at 48.50. I saw the next horizontal break, and I went long. I added 48.58. Finally, when we broke this guy, I was looking for high a day. We got that, and when I broke high a day, that's when I started taking my profit because it just kept going. So I was like, okay, this is profit time. Sold at 48.80 and 48.81. Riot, starting to make moves. 5-minute candle over candle, 48.40. Yep, and then you got this break up here, 48.61. Adding for that break, yep, got it. 48.70, yep. Can we go 83? $88, 83, 85, yep, got it all. All out. Let's freaking go. All right, so this next one is it was a bunch of horizontal breaks on GME, and but it had a descending resistance line during its consolidation phase. So a lot of times people take the peak and they'll run a resistance line down that way, and you certainly can do that. I did it using the peaks that were inside this area, like so, like that. That's how I drew it. And either way is fine. You probably would have gotten the same result. Regardless is you certainly had a ceiling that the price was coming up to and resisting, right? I figured that if this, I don't know what you want to call it, descending triangle, maybe a wedge, maybe it was a wedge. This was just an anomaly, right? Whatever you want to call it. If it broke to the top side, which is where momentum has been wanting to go on this thing the past, freaking week, it feels like. If it breaks to the top side and you start breaking these previous peaks, like here's a peak here, here's a peak here, here's a peak here, and then obviously high a day. If you break outside of this diagonal, that's going to start the domino effect to start breaking those peaks. And when you break those peaks, or the first one, the next ones are going to go pretty fast. And I took stock on this, and actually, this is a peak right here too. So a lot of these peaks all throughout here. One here, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. You get the idea. So when we broke out of this area and started breaking the peaks, I went long the stock. I know, I went long the stock. It's kind of crazy. Felt dirty. I did it anyway. I got long at basically 229. The thing shoots up and I immediately take profit at 232, 500 shares. I mean, this was an 8-second hold that netted me $2,000 basically, or $1,500 in 8 seconds. It was an insane mover, and it kind of stalled out here for a while. So I ended up selling the rest at 232.29 for another 500 shares. But I was like, oh man, maybe it's not going to break high day on this first go. Take it off the table. I want my money, and then it did break, but it doesn't matter. It was a great trade. Made money on it. I did play KOSS in Sympathy, which was a small loser because I thought I took 2,000 shares, but I ended up taking 200 shares, so I just closed it out. And this is the last trade of the day. So hopefully you liked the video. Please join us in our free Twitch chat room. Link for that is down below, as well as the free Discord channel. Please, if you don't mind, hit the thumbs up button. It helps the channel. All right, I will see you all in the next video. Holy crap. Jeez. GME is insane. All right. First hour's in the bag. $12,484. Not freaking bad.